the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and 5.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
40-yard line. On
1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephen Weatherly just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of 6 yards.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. First down, Bridgewater. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, 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 check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Don't get nervous.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 44 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Troy Pride that time gets the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Kansas City.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Sponge.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Edwards-Helaire, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find a target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
play. I can't believe they even let you.
Bridgewater again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play. All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the Panthers' 15-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater over the middle. Open is Thomas. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
10 at the 37-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 30 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Brandon, that's what I call an oak tree play. That quarterback just stood in there, absorbed the hit, and still was able to deliver the ball downfield.
And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick.
Joey Sly.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over. When it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it. But the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 61 yards. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.